Yeah, all right, and this is the appeal, right? So this is the request for review of complaint dismissal against Dr. Michel Meridel. All right, so dear registrar, I'm formally requesting a review of the decision uh, to dismiss my complaint against Dr. Michel Meridel as permitted under Section 90 sub 1 of the Medical Act regulations. I submit that the dismissal was procedurally and substantively flawed for the following reasons. So, number one, of course, it was failure to investigate substantive allegations. The decision to dismiss my complaint was based on procedural grounds rather than an actual examination of whether Dr. Dow violated ethical and legal duties regarding informed consent. The core allegation is that Dr. Dow prescribed hormonal birth control without informing the patient of all mechanisms of action, including post-fertilization effects that may result in the loss of a conceived child. So this failure to disclose violates the standard of informed consent, which requires that patients be aware of all significant risks and mechanisms of a medical intervention. The dismissal did not address whether Dr. Dow actually fulfilled her duty of informed consent. The college has an obligation to review whether physicians are adhering to informed consent principles, independent of whether a particular patient files a complaint. Right, so they're getting away with the fact that I'm the father and I'm not the mother. So they can hide behind the fact that it's for women only, even though that 50% of the male DNA there is the baby that has died. So informed consent is a public interest matter, not just a private dispute. Informed consent is not solely a patient's private right. It is a fundamental medical and ethical principle that protects all patients. The dismissal states that my complaint could not be investigated without the patient's consent. However, the issue raised concerns a systemic failure affecting many patients, not just one individual. The college has an independent duty to investigate potential ethical violations, especially when a physician's conduct could be misleading patients on a large scale. Dr. Dow was not asked to provide a response, meaning the college never attempted to determine whether she properly disclosed the full mechanisms of action of hormonal birth control. And that's what the College of the physicians and surgeon is there to do, is to protect the doctors, not to get to the bottom of to stop the babies from dying. I mean, this certainly not. This whole college is made to support the killing of the innocent children there. So by refusing to investigate a serious ethical violation on a procedural technicality, the college is allowing a potential breach of medical ethics to go unexamined. So the mechanisms of action of birth control supports my complaint. Scientific and pharmaceutical literature confirms that hormonal birth control methods can prevent implantation after fertilization. This means that if fertilization occurs, the newly conceived life may not implant, resulting in the loss of human life at an early stage. Dr. Dow had a duty to disclose this information to patients. Failure to do so misleads patients and undermines their ability to give fully informed consent. Right? That you cannot make a decision if you don't know the facts, and the facts are, if you do take these pills, they will just cause a miscarriage. They will not prevent the ovulation, the fertilization, the fertilized egg, the newly formed viable pregnancy. It's a viable pregnancy. These are healthy baby boys and baby girls that are dying because of the lack of informed consent. I am prepared to submit supporting evidence from medical literature and if official drug documentation to substantiate that these mechanisms exist. The college should require Dr. Dow to clarify whether she informs patients of these facts. Um, a fair investigation requires a response from Dr. Dow. A dismissal of my complaint occurred without Dr. Dow ever being required to respond to the allegations. If the complaint is without merit, Dr. Dow should have no difficulty explaining how she obtains informed consent. Dismissing a complaint without even questioning the physician at issue undermines the confidence in the college's oversight process. And, there's not too much confidence as it is. I mean, we all know, I mean, it's left unsaid that the only reason that the college is there is to not have adequate oversight. I mean, it's not an oversight process at all. It's not a fair and independent civilian oversight. It is a system implemented oversight committee to do the exact opposite of the oversight. It's just to keep them killing babies. So public trust requires a transparent review. So the college exists to protect the public interest. Allowing physicians to omit critical information about how medications function without consequences erodes trust in the medical profession. A fair review of this case is necessary to maintain the integrity of the profession and ensure that all patients receive truthful, comprehensive information about their medical treatments. Conclusion. So I respectfully request that the college reopen my complaint and require Dr. Dow to provide a written response. Yeah. Conduct a substantive investigation into whether Dr. Dow's informed consent practices meet professional standards, or is she just being a sales lady, a drug sales lady? It's not even a drug, it's just just an abortifacient. Is that a drug? Is that a medication? Certainly not a medicine. So what is it? It's an abortifacient. It's not. It just kills the baby. It causes miscarriages. Consider expert testimony and pharmaceutical documentation regarding the post-fertilization effects of hormonal birth control. So I trust that the independent review committee will ensure a fair, thorough, and ethical review of this serious matter. Please confirm receipt of this request and advise me of the next steps. And that is me. Sincerely, my name here. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And they're gonna, you ever, in the in elementary schools, you ever play dodgeball? Well, this is exactly what they're doing right now. I'm launching a fireball at them, and all they can do, they cannot catch the fireball. They must dodge it.